Γεια σας όλους, σας είναι ο JohnyThan εδώ και καλώς ήρθατε πίσω στο doki. Λοιπόν, θυμόμασταν τι έγινε την προηγούμενη φορά. Είχε γίνει ένας τσακωμός με την yuri και την άλλη, ξέχασα τώρα πώς τη λένε. Και εμείς ήμασταν στο πλευρό της yuri, γιατί η yuri προσπαθούσε, πώς το λένε, να ήταν ευγενική με εκείνη, ενώ εκείνη δεν νομίζω ότι έφερθηκε ευγενική η yuri μαζί της. Και όλοι μας ήμασταν εναντίον της και βοηθήσαμε τη yuri να γίνει καλύτερα. Οπότε ας προχωρήσουμε στη συνέχεια τώρα εκεί που μείναμε. So Yuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Αλήθεια, Without warning, Natsuki censors her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up to the poem with her hand and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, no, η Natsuki αυτή. She really didn't need to do that. Ναι, αλλά είναι μια κακιά ζωηρή κοπέλα που χρειάζεται να της μάθουμε πώς να είμαστε ευγενικοί. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she started down at her desk. I gently approach her and seated on a giant chair. Okay, sigh. Everything alright? Ναι, σε όλα καλά, για αυτό που σου είπε η τέτοια. I'm so embarrassed. Μην τρέπεσαι, εσύ δεν έκανες τίποτα κακό, αυτή έχει το πρόβλημα. Εσύ δεν έκανες τίποτα κακό. I can't believe I acted that way, like that. Δεν έκανες τίποτα κακό, εσύ υπόσχομαι. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? Ναι. You handle it as well as anyone could. I don't think I need less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, John. You're too kind. Όπως πάντα. Όπως πάντα. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. No? That one thing that Natsuki said. About you know. I would never do anything so shameful. Και εγώ το ίδιο. So, what things did Natsuki say? Ναι. Τι, τρέπεσαι τώρα να μου πεις? Well, never mind. I'm going to go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, ξαναπίνουμε το τσάι μας. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Nah. So, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I didn't learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with nervous determination. John? Nessa Yuri? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Ναι, επειδή Sayori έχει κάτι στο μυαλό. Sayori? About what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? Nah, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Okay, Sayuri. Τότε πώς μου επισκέπτεστε εγώ τώρα να νιώσω για αυτό που έγινε με τις άλλες δύο? You don't hate them, do you? Όχι, no, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. Ναι, αυτό θέλω μόνο. I can see why they make good friends with you. Who? You know, John? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. Φυσικά. And I think everyone really likes you too. Καλό κι αυτό. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situations I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Oh. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Έχουμε άλλο να πω που πρέπει να διαβάσουμε. Εγώ αυτή τη φορά θέλω να κάνω κάτι για την Yuri. Παρόλο που είμαι καλός φίλος με την Sayori, θέλω τουλάχιστον να κάνω κάτι καλό για την Yuri. Okay, misfortune. Okay, κάνουμε τη Yuri σε αυτό να πει δείξει. Θα πω αυτό. Okay, κάνουμε τώρα την Yuri να είναι καλά. Το kiss δεν ξέρω γιατί είναι εκεί, αλλά... Okay, κάνουμε την άλλη να πει δείξει. Death. Δεν ξέρω γιατί το είπα αυτό. Λυπάμαι, αλλά σε αυτό θέλω να κάνω την Yuri λίγο να νιώσει καλύτερα. Φυσικά θα κάνουμε και κάποιες άλλες. Δεν μπορώ να σκεφτώ. Okay, άμα πηδήξουν μία από αυτές τις δύο θα πρέπει να κοιτάξω κάποιον γιατί θέλω να τα υποστιάσω και την Yuri λίγο. Okay, αυτό το βρήκαμε καταπληκτικά. Δεν ξέρω τι της αρέσει της Yuri. Θέλω να εντυπωσιάσω λίγο και την Yuri. Suicide. Ναι, και αυτό μας κάνει. Suicide. Okay, κάναμε τώρα την άλλη επίδειξη. Πρέπει να σκεφτούμε καλά τώρα. Sorry, αλλά δεν μπορώ. Okay. Okay. Extraordinary? Fuck. Promise. Να πάρει. Okay. Hopeless. Nope. Okay. Determination. Ναι, θα πούμε και αυτό. Okay, τα πηγαίνουμε καλά. Fantasy. Okay. Special. Δεν ξέρω πώς πήγα σε αυτό, αλλά okay. Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual seems great. Hi John, yes Sayori. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple thing with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Συγγνώμη Sayori, είσαι καλή φίλη και τέτοια, αλλά είμαι λίγο απασχολημένος να κάνω κάτι άλλο τώρα. That's not like you at all. Ναι, συγγνώμη. I have my reasons. Ναι. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Τι, δεν κατάφερες να γράψεις κάτι? Why that all of a sudden? Ναι. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieved her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents split onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you wouldn't have bought a snack before coming to the club room. No. Risky. So, either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to convincingly forge that you spend all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's no more thing. There is one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leave the one option. Wow. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell John to let me borrow some money. That's don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Nah. And Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough. Retribution. Ah. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. You... I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and I had to accept a revolution. Retribution? That. Still coming from you, Sayori. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. No. Ooh. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restrictions. Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcake. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori replied, tears open the wafer and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bet my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Your looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggar can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Ihihi. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still is in hand and Natsuki reaches up to knock Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori towards a way to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glimpses around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wonder be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. She probably more desirable than all of us competent. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong and wild. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika coincidentally glanced at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was studied hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play sometime for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, John. Monika smiles sweetly. Okay. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous expectable. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already set it down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Nep. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She speaks another glance at me and our eye meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm new to this thing. I made her uncomfortable. No. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to read it, some of it. Not for any a particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I mean. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something very obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. It's definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closed the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is a little portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of a dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, John? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that you're into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the photogons, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like book and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literal club after all. Yeah. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading at it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not practically a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touched. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead of use my right hand to hold the book opened. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay, Yuri takes her left arm, kind of holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being pet if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumbs gently letting go of the page, letting them flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but there are kind of reminiscent of some of you manners. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But John, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-concerned about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Okay, I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri excellent strip from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright? Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of preferences either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasons. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then skip it back into my bag. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? Okay. Θα το σώσουμε. Λοιπόν, θα το σώσουμε και θα το σταματήσουμε μέχρι εδώ. Ελπίζω να το είδατε κι εσείς όλο αυτό το υπόλοιπο. Μέχρι στιγμής έχουμε εντυπωσιάσει την Yuri. Τα έχουμε καταφέρει και έχουμε εντυπωσιάσει τη Yuri. Και να μαντέψουμε τώρα πώς θα πάνε τα πράγματα στο επόμενο επεισόδιο, το ξαναπαίξουμε πάλι το doki. Λοιπόν, βοηθήσαμε τώρα την Sayuri, αν δεν κάνω λάθος. Ναι, τη Sayuri. Και μετά τώρα βοηθήσαμε και την Yuri στο διάβασμά της με τα βιβλία. Στο επόμενο επεισόδιο όμως τώρα τι θα γίνει? Ότι δείξει. Και ποια θέλετε να διαβάσω πρώτον, να δείξω πρώτο μου το τέτοιο που έγραψα? Στην Yuri, στη Sayuri, στην Μόνικα, στην Asuki, ποια νομίζω ότι θα είναι η καλή επιλογή? Πείτε μου κάτω στα σχόλια και μην ξεχάσετε να μου βάλετε μια εγγραφή και να αλλάξει αυτό εδώ το βίντεο. Και πάντοτε θα σας δω στο επόμενο βίντεο. Γεια σας!